All right, tens of millions of people living on the East Coast this week still dealing with that gas shortage. And of course, it brought out a lot of crazy folks as well and crazy stories as a result. This woman was apparently hoarding gas, fled from police, and her car caught fire in a crash with, of course, the gasoline inside. Officials also warning people not to fill up plastic bags with gasoline amid this panic over a gas shortage. That was actually a warning from the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Well, things got even weirder for people. You can see this guy filling up Tupperware containers with gasoline. Please don't do this. Obviously not safe. Even images of people, again, using plastic bags filled with gasoline started to surface on the internet. Now, gas was running dry across the country, but there was a steady flow of memes to mark this week. How about this one from Midnight Memes? Let's get to it. I'm sorry, from Midnight Mitch. Come and take it. Kind of a classic take on the Texas flag. Used to be a can in there, but because people are now bagging gasoline, we put a plastic bag there from Midnight Mitch. Also, Dr. Richard Harambe, one of the follows you must have if you're into memes, posting this picture. You guys remember this woman from the Trump inauguration? Of course, a lot of us felt this week when we were trying to find gas. Yes, only this time it's because you couldn't find gas. The pipeline was shut down. Maybe the most shared this meme this week was this one from Grand Old Memes, the Biden-Harris logo stuck on empty. Let's bring in the meme team now and welcome in our memers. Stacy on the right, back with us, Joe Borelli as well, and Aaron Elmore. All right, let's go with you first. Stacy, what do we have here? Tell us about your meme.
So the piled up car gatherings, it's an image that harkens back to the Trump rallies when we would see tens of thousands of people they would be there. They would walk for miles. I myself walked 4.5 miles to go to a Trump rally here in Missouri one time, and people would wait for days ahead. They would go to the actual event and wait for days for the opportunity to be inside the venue so that they could hear the president speak in person. And this was a phenomenon that went on for his entire campaign. Meanwhile, Biden would present his information and his campaign stumping to cars, and there would be like 30 cars or maybe 70 cars at most, and the people would just honk in response, and it was so sad.
Yeah.
And so now he's brought those back, but it's because people need gas. But it is kind of a Biden car rally because the Biden voters brought us the gas shortages, the problems in the Middle East, the weakness on the southern border, the 37,000 kids that are now here from foreign countries that we have to pay for and educate and care for. These are all the result of Biden voters. So now they're rallying at the gas station.
That's a funny way of putting it, rallying at the gas station. A lot of fights, too, at gas stations this week. All of it bad. All right, Aaron, let's go with your, again, we have another custom, oh, no, we have a Babylon Bee meme this week, don't we?
Yeah. The White House reminds the nation that permission slips to eat hot dogs on the 4th of July are due by Friday. John Bachman, I know you love a hot dog. I
Yes.
too love a hot dog, and if I don't laugh, I'm going to cry. This just shows how controlled the left is by our government and how they just seek what's on the news and what the CDC says to how they can live their life. And hopefully this just tells everyone in a funny way, hey, free your mind, free yourself. If you want to eat a hot dog, don't you dare ask Jen Circleback Psaki. You eat that hot dog and you have a good day.
That's right. You know, a lot of folks may have not seen that because it was cut off from a lot of the sound bites. But Joe Biden said you can take off your mask if you get vaccinated. That also includes hot dogs. No hot dogs unless you've been vaccinated. That's really what we're getting to. I'm kidding, of course. All right, Joe. Joe has an audio meme, which I'm always, enthralled with a multi kind of dimensional meme. Here we go. Let's take a look at Joe's.
Guess what? It grows the economy. Benefits everybody. Hurts nobody.
Look, John, I went to golf for my meme because just about every day I'm not working, I'm trying to go to golf in actuality and play it and buy more golf junk. And this is the sort of thing that I'm so afraid of my wife finding out
Yes.
is how much money, how much time I am investing in my terrible game of golf. I would almost rather go to Newark Airport and get FedEx on the tarmac and a runway rather than have my wife risk seeing another club come to the front door by the FedEx guy. But the way Joe Biden explained that, it's just typical silly good-natured, fun Joe Biden, the old Grandpa Joe we all love.
Yeah, there were some other good memes this week when you got people in gas lines and you got Joe Biden getting ice cream. That's where we're at. Here is my first meme of, here's another one of our memes here. You guys all remember Kamala Harris accepting the vice presidential nominee. Well, here she is in front of a gas station with out-of-service bags on the pumps. We did it, Joe. We did it. And there's another meme coming up, too. Jen Psaki's legendary "I'll circle back" there in the gas station TV. A lot of folks circling back to these gas stations. You know, presidents in the past, guys, have not survived something like this. You know, people remember this because it's so visceral for everyone, Stacy. And, you know, this may be a temporary thing, but I don't think Americans will forget about it. Considering the whole Keystone XL pipeline cancellation, you got Jennifer Grantham up there at the podium saying, well, you know, if you have an electric car, you'll be fine. Very condescending to working class Americans who can't afford or are not interested in getting electric cars.
Yeah, this goes beyond whether or not someone can afford a car that is, you know, electric or, you know, a Tesla or something like that. This goes directly to what people are really looking for in leadership, and that is the right to live their lives and be left alone. Americans were promised Joe Biden took office, he would leave everyone alone. He wouldn't tweet mean, and we'd all be able to get back to our lives, loving each other and living. And that is exactly what hasn't happened. So people are going to remember this.
All right. So we're also hearing, guys, that Trump rally could return maybe in June. There's some plan for next month. There would be also one maybe on the 4th of July. Probably a contrast to what we're going to see from the hot dog-less Biden 4th of July celebration. But Aaron, you know, how excited are you about the prospect of more Trump rallies?
I mean, on a scale from 1 to 100, it's clearly 100. Let's get the populist movement back up on its feet. I said that Trump created a whole new environment. Forget tailgating for sports. It's all about the Trump rally. It brought people together. Everyone was dressed up. Women would have on sparkly red, white, and blue and American flags and their Trump regalia. And to be honest, it was an act of unity. Everyone was smiling and having a good time. And you know what? People love and miss the president. And this just shows you that Trumpism is alive, well, and here to stay. Sorry, Liz Cheney.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's true. There's something that has not really, I've never experienced anything like it. The only thing close to it that I've seen, Joe, was when President Obama was running for office. The passion, the way everybody locks eyes with President Trump and doesn't stop looking at him the whole entire time he's speaking. You haven't really seen anything like that.
No, and that's a very great comparison. And us as conservatives, we can actually be objective and say, you know, that President Obama was very inspiring to a lot of Americans, and they really enjoyed going and seeing him speak, et cetera. They would never give us the same sort of benefit of the doubt or just accept the fact that we really enjoy being around the president that we really did support, and we will support in the future. And I think that's sort of the message of the Trump rallies in the future, is that he's not going anywhere and he can still influence things down the road. But by the way, just about how bad things are, I mean, this gas shortage really does highlight it, because no matter how bad things get, like, it's never a good sign when people are loading up tin bags in their car with gas. Like, it's never a good look. You're never preparing for a good day when you're loading up your trunk with weird items full of gas.
Don't do it. Not safe. Not safe. I saw another meme this week that said there were no Molotov cocktails for Antifa because they can't find gas either. So it's affecting everyone, guys. All right, we got to run. Great to see you, Aaron, Joe, and Stacy. Thanks so much. Excuse me. Coming up, Ohio is looking to potentially give you $1 million if you get the COVID vaccine. We'll tell you about your chance of winning that money if you live in Ohio.